Hey everybody, this is Coach Marcus from Move Parkour, and last week I got myself a new pair of Kalenji's Active Breathe running shoes from Decathlon, and I thought, hey, why not just do a quick shoe review? And as you can imagine, shoes are probably one of the most important equipments for a trousseau or trousseuse, right? And every athlete will have their own set of requirements, and here are some of the requirements I use when choosing a new pair of shoes for parkour. So the first thing I look at is actually the weight of the shoe. And typically what I do is I pick up a shoe from a store and I kind of bounce it up and down to feel the weight. And if you try this with hiking shoes, you will find that it's very heavy in the sole. If you try this with running shoes, it will be much lighter, and you want to find the most lightest version possible. The second thing that I look out for is on the flexibility of the outsole. So we tend to land a lot of our precision and our jumps with the front of our shoe, right? The front of our feet. And obviously you want this part to be flexible enough that you can shape the shoe according to your feet. So if it's too hard, it becomes too inflexible, you risk damaging your heel. If it's too soft, then you may not get enough support when you're running. So somewhere in between would be just nice. The third thing I look for is then the sole of the shoe. Typically, I like a single sole, which means it's just one piece of rubber that doesn't have smaller pieces that could potentially tear off after long use, right? So I'm not too happy with this one because it may tear off, but I'm willing to try and see how durable these shoes are in the long run. Also because of the price, right? So that brings me to my fourth criteria, which is durability on price. You see, I've tried all kinds of shoes, right? Shoes that cost 400, 500 ringgit and shoes that cost 50 ringgit. And in all the cases, they all only last about 5 to 6 months. So honestly speaking, you do not have to buy an expensive branded shoe for parkour. It generally doesn't last very long, okay? So this pair of shoes is about 109 ringgit at Decathlon, and I'm really interested to see how durable they are, and the only way to test that is through time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another review on the 3rd month and a final review on the 6th month, so you can compare how these shoes have gone through the use of parkour. And we get to see also whether these soles is going to last as long as they say it will be, right? So let's see. So do stay tuned for the 3rd month and 6th month's review. And for now, let's test this out in the outdoors.